When the pressure is on, he's as cool as any quarterback can be, leading the Minnesota Vikings on their heels. It's a sight we haven't seen much this season. This team was incredibly prepared for their defensive challenges, and it showed. Trusting a quarterback who can consistently bring your team back in the fourth quarter is truly special. But the Vikings just couldn't handle the energy of the Detroit Lions and their coach, Dan Campbell. It's all about attitude. It's about believing you're tougher than the opponent. The Lions almost broke the record for consecutive games with a passer rating over 150. Let's dive into the Detroit Lions, because this team has been on fire for 3 weeks now, playing incredible football and finally looking like the powerhouse we always knew they could be. Their offense is firing on all cylinders, better than even last year. And while their defense isn't perfect, it's still performing well. If they keep this up, I can't see any reason why they won't win a lot of games and become one of the scariest teams in the NFL. Speaking of their recent performance, the Lions just had a huge victory against the Vikings, winning 31-29 with a game-winning field goal. This win was significant, especially since the Vikings were one of the last undefeated teams in the league. Now, with the Vikings losing their latest game, the Lions are positioned to take the top spot in their division, a huge deal given how competitive it is. They'll need to keep playing their best football to maintain that lead, but based on what we've seen lately, I believe they can do it. At the center of this success is Jared Goff. Right now, he's playing like an MVP. In the last 3 games, he's looked nearly flawless. This could be the best stretch of football in his career, showcasing some incredible throws in tight spots. If he keeps it up, this offense could finish as one of the top 3 in the league. He's already in the top 10 for passing yards and touchdowns, and he's done it even after their bye week. With only 4 interceptions so far, he's on track for a fantastic season. If the Lions keep their momentum, Goff will definitely be in MVP discussions by the end of the year. It's important to note that Goff isn't the only reason for this success. There are many other talented players contributing, starting with offensive coordinator Ben Johnson, who knows how to use his receivers effectively. A standout player is Amon-Ra St. Brown, who shined in the big game against the Vikings, racking up over 100 yards and a touchdown on just 8 catches. We've been waiting for him to step up, and he did exactly that, boosting my confidence in the offense. Then there's Jameson Williams, who's been making big plays week after week. He missed a lot of time in his first 2 seasons, but now in his 3rd year, he's back and looking just like the standout player we saw in college. Although he has a short suspension and will miss a couple of games, he'll return ready to bring his explosive talent back to the field. The great thing about the Lions' offense is they don't rely solely on 2 players. Even without Williams for a bit, they still have Sam Laporta, who's been reliable this year, and Khalif Raymond, who has also made his mark. This team is loaded with talent, and I can't wait to see what they do next. We've really seen Tim Patrick step up and give the Lions another great option to throw to. It's amazing to think how many talented players they have. Defenses must be scrambling to figure out how to stop them. Honestly, even if Jared Goff played just okay, I believe this team would still win most of their games because of their talent. But with Goff playing at such a high level, plus a strong running game, this offense is unstoppable. Jahmyr Gibbs and David Montgomery form an incredible duo. In some games, Montgomery shines, while in others, it's Gibbs. It all depends on the matchups against the opposing defense, which is a huge advantage for the Lions. Their offensive line has been playing great, just like last year, so there's no reason to think this offensive success will slow down. If they keep it up, the Lions should win the majority of their games. To put things into perspective, the Lions are currently a top 3 team in passing yards per game and a top 5 team in rushing yards. They're also extremely efficient, ranking in the top 3 for total yards and points scored per game. When you're that high in every key statistic, it's clear your offense is really good. In fact, you could easily argue that they have the best offense in football, but it's not just the offense that's impressing. The defense has also shown a lot of promise, even with the absence of Aiden Hutchinson. Despite missing him, the defensive line pressured Sam Darnold all game long, getting 4 sacks and creating plenty of pressure. I was worried about the pass rush, but now I feel more confident. The Lions' defensive line is filled with talent, and it's exciting to think about how good this defense could become as the season goes on. Jack Campbell, Alex Anzalone, and Malcolm Rodriguez make a strong trio at linebacker, contributing to a solid front seven. The secondary has also been performing well. Carlton Davis has been a great addition, and Terrion Arnold has shown flashes of talent. Amani Oruwariye has been exactly what the team needed too. With 2 of the best safeties in the league, Kirby Joseph and Brian Branch, playing together, opposing offenses are going to have a tough time. We've seen that over the past few weeks. If the defense continues to improve, while the offense remains one of the best in the league, there's no reason this team shouldn't be seen as a contender. That's just my take, though. I'd love to hear your thoughts on the Detroit Lions this season in the comments below, and if you enjoyed the video, please leave a like. Until next time, I'll catch you all in the next one.